at the 25. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. The center receiver in motion to the right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Lions will take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
This one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now Lawrence to throw.
A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st down, Seahawks.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Tariq Young
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the 27, Eason. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. A give for Walker running right. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, they haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
On third down, Lawrence. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. 7-7, our score after 1.
Score time 7-7.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason.
Sharks got it left side, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Swift. He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown, Detroit!
DeAndre Swift. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
And just like he did, almost winning the Heisman at Michigan, rookie Aiden Hutchinson blows up the play.
The Detroit Lions certainly wasted no time in selecting Aiden Hutchinson 2nd overall in the 2022 NFL Draft. He grew up just a half an hour from the city, started at the University of Michigan, and became an instant fan favorite as a local kid leading a new Lions defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Young.
Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Lawrence will throw.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he returns this to the 22.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Right side to Williams.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
The Lions at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First and 10, Eason.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Eason.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throwing partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Play action. It's Eason.
And Shark hauls it in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 29 yards as they have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seeds take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On first down, they'll start with McFarland.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Eason off the play fake.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Eason.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath
as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Throwing is Eason.
This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Touchdown! Kalen Balaj. He scored on the ground and through the air, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game. Not without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Eason going to drop the throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jordan Brooks with it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
8-yard pickup. And the Seahawks first down.
Now Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker.
46 yards.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with McFarland.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
McFarland once more.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From just shy of midfield, Eason.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now Eason.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. From the gun is Eason.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
43 yards.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Eason sets to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there for Detroit. 66 yards.
Complete to Jameson Williams.
That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. On the Seahawks 9-yard line.
Malage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
4th down and goal.
And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be brought out from the middle.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. And a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Lions 60. Seahawks 36.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start.
Touchdown!
Jameson Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Seahawks 36.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made on the 24-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
He's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Their catch made at the 21-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Lawrence's throw caught here by Metcalf.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running right, here's Walker. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 30.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Lions will take over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 38, Eason.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good work by Eason that time, and it'll be a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
On first down, Jacob Eason. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Here's Eason to throw.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
On play action, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They go play action with Lawrence.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the 30.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis.
And the Lions come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next this week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.